Hey, hey, Shalinda Renee, aka Doc Rock, and let's talk about therapeutic BDSM. Now, let me give y'all the official definition of what therapeutic BDSM is. So, it is a trauma informed collaborative approach that uses BDSM dynamics to facilitate healing, self awareness, and empowerment. In this dynamic, okay, we have the clinician, we have the pro, and we have the client, each playing a distinct but interconnected role. Now, we'll get more into in later videos, right? Because I'm gonna give y'all this in some bite sizes, okay? We're going to talk about the distinct role of the clinician, the pro, the client, and the educator, right? We don't talk a whole lot about the educator because they are not a part of that triangulation process, but they are an integral part of the therapeutic BDSM collaborative network. Different video, but let's get into what therapeutic BDSM is. Now, as we are talking about what therapeutic BDSM is, we are also going to talk about what therapeutic BDSM ain't, okay? And first and foremost, therapeutic BDSM is not therapy. Therapeutic BDSM is not therapy. Now, it is a therapeutic technique, okay? It is a part of the therapeutic process. It is a part of the therapeutic process and modality called self-reconciliation therapy. And it is to be done in conjunction, it's to be done with therapy. Now let's break this down a little bit. So what do I mean about therapeutic BDSM not being therapy? Therapeutic BDSM was never created to replace therapy. As a matter of fact, when I was first doing my research, it was meant and still is to be a part of a modality called self reconciliation therapy. Now, this modality was initially created to specifically look at and work with Black women with a history of sexual trauma. Why? Because when I was doing my research, I noticed that there was a severe lack of resources for this specific demographic. Since then, I have expanded it to include anyone who wants to use this particular process, technique, or intervention, whatever language you want to use, to help them navigate whatever they feel they want to navigate, whether or not that's personal, social, emotional issues, whether or not that's their relationship with themselves, their bodies, with others, whether or not that's trauma. Whatever they want to use, they can use this process. However, therapeutic BDSM is to work with therapy. You ain't supposed to just do this shit on your own, all willy nilly. That's not what this is. Therapeutic BDSM is what? It's not therapy. Okay, let's keep it moving. All right. A therapist, although this is called therapeutic BDSM, a therapist is not the one that facilitates the therapeutic BDSM scenes. Now, if you want to know all of the reasons why I highly suggest a therapist doesn't do this, you can check it out in my book. Therapeutic BDSM, an alternative form of healing, where I go into why I believe therapists should not be doing that. The whole goal, when I think about this process, is for the therapist to stay in their lane, the pros to stay in their lane, and for them to work together collaboratively for the benefit of the client. With that being said, a therapist is to work with a vetted pro, and this process to be a pro for what I'm doing, it's a whole thing. Same thing for the clinicians, okay? You're going to go through a process. They are working with a vetted pro practitioner who facilitates the pre negotiated scenes that are in alignment with the client's treatment plan. Like, look, y'all, this for real. This is a whole, again, therapeutic process that a client is saying, yes, I really believe and feel like this is something that will work for me. Not only do I want to get the benefits of working with a therapist, I also want the experience of utilizing this process of therapeutic BDSM. The technique and therapy model is not for everyone. And those who want to be a part of it, as a clinician or as a pro, like I said, they must undergo a rigorous vetting, training, and application process, because what we don't do is play around here, okay? The training and certification the pros get will not be, this is something I need to clarify, it will not be to certify them as some type of kink and or BDSM therapist. We're going to have a whole different video about therapeutic BDSM versus BDSM therapy and what's the difference. Y'all stay tuned for that. So they are not getting trained in being a BDSM therapist. That's not what we're doing here. They will be certified as proficient in applied therapeutic BDSM as a technique. Okay? Pros working without clinicians, that's not therapeutic BDSM. And please believe, I know there's already practitioners who are out here who are doing healing work, right? Who are already helping people navigate through things that show up in real time during a scene that already exist. And I respect it. And also, that ain't therapeutic BDSM, okay? It is a collaboration where experts in their prospective lanes, okay, come together. That's the whole point, that we are working together for the benefit of the client. Now, does a person need to have a cathartic or therapeutic experience from a scene? Of course not. Right? Like I said, this is already happening. However, can people who have those experiences also potentially benefit from therapy? Yes. Okay. And then, of course, therapeutic BDSM is a trademark. It's trademark, and yes, I am protective of my image. So don't be going out here using my stuff without my permission. Okay, please don't, because we don't want them problems. All right, therapeutic BDSM is a trademark phrase, intervention, technique, process. Okay, all of the things. So now that we've done a quick little breakdown of what therapeutic BDSM is and is not, okay, we're going to dive more into what this looks like, right? Because me telling you these things, you still might have some questions, and if you do, feel free to put them down below, and I'll get back to you soon. All right. Until next time, y'all. I'll see y'all on the flip. Peace. Bye for now.